All right, Coach. Another week, another chance for the team to get better. Facing a road test against top-ranked Denver. Yes, what's on the schedule to really take another step forward with this team this week?
Well, I think it all starts in practice and our preparation, and continue to focus on the process and getting better in different areas, and making sure that we hold ourselves to a standard and hold ourselves accountable.
After giving up 23 goals in only four NCHC games, how do you guys look to clamp down defensively this weekend?
Well, I think we have to play a little bit more determined in our own end, and a lot of those were special teams goals. We have to be disciplined and be facing another a very good power play this weekend, and obviously they're number one in the country for a reason. So they got a lot of good things, and we're going to have to play a smart and determined game.
After a goaltending change last weekend, can we expect Larkin back in net this weekend?
Well, the goalie change was not necessarily due to the fact that Ryan didn't play well. But we'll evaluate our goaltending at the end of the week, and we'll see what happens.
Coach, over the weekend, seemed like you were getting, looking at a bright spot. Looked like you were getting a lot of traffic out in front of the net. Looked like an area that you had focused on earlier in the year, getting some more traffic, getting guys to really win those battles in front of the net. Unfortunately, you weren't able to get them in the back of the net. But were you happy with the effort level out in front?
I think there were parts of the game where our process was really good. Um, you know, we had opportunities, Friday night that I thought we cashed in on. I thought Saturday night we didn't do a very good job of executing and finishing around the net. Um, but our determination around the net, or our determination sometimes in all three zones, isn't consistent um, to where it needs to be at a high level, and so we have to continue to try to get better at that. And it is a process, and we have to stay focused on that.
On the defensive end, maybe a couple turnovers that you wouldn't have wanted to see. Defensive zone, neutral zone. What are some of the things to do to clean those up, to take better care of the puck in your own end?
Well, I think ultimately it comes down to communication and the individual, and making sure that that teams' tendencies and what they're going to do, and your release plays, and so again, it's part of that process that I keep talking about. There's no easy fix. You gotta be ready to go, and you gotta protect the puck, and you gotta put pucks in the areas where you can go and get them. And sometimes you're gonna have to defend, but if you turn the puck over, then you're probably gonna have to defend more than you want, which means your defense is out there longer than it needs to be, and then there's breakdowns. So it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. So we've got to make sure that we're managing the puck well, and that we're understanding the situation and where we're at on the ice, and put all those things together, and then you start to kind of go the other way a little bit. And to me, it's all part of the process and the preparation, and focusing on what we need to do on a day-to-day basis, because you can't just show up on Friday and Saturday and expect to do it. You have to prepare not only physically but mentally for it as well. So, we continue to try to get better, and those are certainly areas that you mentioned. Those are areas that we need to get better at.
You mentioned the mental preparation for this weekend. You're going into just a great building to play college hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Great atmosphere, and a really tough place to play against a team that's firing on all cylinders. Is there anything? I know the guys have been in big games before. They've been in hostile environments before. Is there anything that mentally you could do to help prepare them for the experience at Magnus?
Well, I think ultimately you got to be excited about playing the number one team in the country, and we'll just go from there. If you're not excited to play this weekend, then we've got some other issues we got to talk about. But um, these guys have played in big rinks before. It's not unusual for them. I think what you're saying, and what I think our guys need to do, is focus on their job and focus on their role. That's how you prepare for any opponent, let alone the number one team in the country. So, that's a responsibility and something that I think each individual has to take ownership for. And you collectively do that as a team and focus on the team game, then things will start to go your way. But the responsibility of being mentally ready is on the individual, no doubt about that. Okay, thanks.